See that guy on the right? With the white hair and glasses? Yeah, that's my dad. Today I'm going to tell you a story. A story about a man who came from a country far, far away to come here with his family and settle down in America in pursuit of the American dream. Yeah, let's get started. Good mythical morning. Nah, I'm just kidding. So to give you some background info and prevent any further questions, my dad started off not living here. He is a first generation American, and which makes me second generation. He lived in the Middle East for 8 years, stayed there for economic reasons, and worked for a financial services company and a television station in Dubai. The mother of his two children at the time lived in America, so the reason he went there was to be with his family. It was a family migration, which is what he told me. On goes the story of Hafiz Salim's settlement in America. By the way, for the remainder of this, think of it as if I'm Hafiz. This picture here was taken in 2001. In it is me, my son Farhad, and my younger son Kayam. My two little reasons that I decided to settle down in Clifton, New Jersey. The house in the background is the first one that I ever bought, and it was our family's first home in America, and we later flipped it for a $60,000 profit after 1 year. Before this, sure, my life was nice and stable in Pakistan and the Middle East. So yeah, this was more of a lifestyle immigration than an economic immigration. But I digress. Now this house didn't even have gas in the beginning. As you can see in this picture, my little kids are playing in it right now. But after a lot of renovation and elbow grease, I was able to make it livable for our entire family. Buying it wasn't necessarily a safe decision, and definitely incurred a lot of debt, as most house buying does, when I first arrived, but I needed a good home for my family. I chose this house in this location in Clifton, New Jersey, because it was near to where my wife's four brothers lived. I wanted to keep close to the rest of the family, you know? To support my family, I was going to need a job. I was certified in teaching English, so I decided to take up my post as an English teacher for grades 9 through 12 in St. Anthony's High School in Jersey City, which you can see in the picture. Now, one of my most embarrassing moments that have ever happened at that school. Recently, the teacher had taken leave after a surgery, and when she came back, she was very thin. Now, I grew up with different slang than you all might have in America, so whenever we saw someone that was thin, we'd say, "You look very smart." None of my colleagues knew that phrase, and when she came back, I said, "Oh, you look very smart." And then none of my colleagues knew what it meant and were very confused. They said, "Wait, did she look dumb before?" I realized that they didn't know and flushed. My face flushed. I was very embarrassed. So I'd rather not stick on that story too long. And coming up next, my great connection to my roots. Even though I moved across the entire world far away from my roots, I kept those who had a great impact on my life very close to my heart. Those include my wife on the left, my grandmother in the middle, my grandfather on the bottom, and my great-great-grandfather on the top. And there's me on the right. When raising my children, I combined the culture of my homeland with the culture of America. Technology has also helped us with keeping up with family, especially through apps like WhatsApp and Facebook. Cultural food and music are also kept up wherever we are. As life went on, our family kept gradually getting used to America, and we were settling down very peacefully. But in 2004, child number 3, the favorite one. This whole experience of settling down in America has enriched my life and my family's life, financially, socially, and culturally. I have learned to live with differences of opinion, to have respect for other people's cultures in this diverse community of ours, and to how to empower other people to work hard and stand for themselves. I can't even begin to explain it any better than that, and I really hope that other people have this opportunity that I have had. So thank you. I'm Hafiz Salim, and this was my journey.